In this section, we'll try and answer your questions about what it's like to go to Download Festival, things we recommend and things to avoid. This week, we'll talk about the arena. So, the arena. What is the arena at Download?
It's where all the magic happens.
It is. I like that. I like that very much, that description. So what exactly is in the arena?
So you've got 4 stages with over 110 bands throughout the weekend. Fairground rides. You got tons of food vendors for everybody's allergies, and you've got merchandise stores for official Download stuff, the band merch stuff, and even some merchandise lines that you wouldn't see on the high street. I'm going to throw one out. Offend My Eyes.
Yes.
That's a stall that's a big old festival. Bars, wine and prosecco vans, real ale bars. The Danish Quarter, which you and I, Neil, discovered last year together, and it was amazing.
It's basically an outdoor pub, isn't it?
Yeah. And one thing that is brand new to Download that will come into place in 2021 is the new VIP viewing, which is located to stage left, and it's just before you get to the front section. So you're on a raised platform looking at the stage, almost like the disabled wheelchair access ramps, basically for people that want to pay the extra money to get a better view.
I love walking around the arena because every year I've discovered new things and either new vendors or new bands or new. Everything's new every time I go around, and I love just exploring and finding out what's the situation this year, and what new things can I find. What are some of your favourite things that you've ever found in the arena?
Just again, like you say, when you're just randomly walking around and you poke your nose into like a little vendor or a tent or something, you have a look in there, and you got like lines and lines of CDs and vinyls and patches, and just the discoveries that you make just by looking at these tents, just walking around. Yeah. Specifically for me, it's finding a sort of a section of like CDs that you wouldn't end up finding ever in your HMV or even, well, you would find it on Amazon. You find everything on Amazon, but yeah.
For me, it's got to be Bunnyman's. Bunnyman's Bunny Chow.
Oh, the Bunnyman's Bunny Chow. Yes.
What is that?
The Brazilian it's Brazilian chili in a so they hollow out a. Oh, excuse me. You are right. They hollow out a like a half a loaf of bread. Stuff it with South African chili, top it off with sour cream or hummus if you're vegan, with some garlic bread on top. It's absolutely fantastic. You eat the chili out, but then you're the bread to munch on as well. And
that's when did you have that, Dave?
It's been there the last couple of years, hasn't it? Lee? As far as I can remember.
Yeah, I've had it the last 3 years that we've been.
Yeah,
that's sort of my go-to.
They do a vegan option as well, and I think it was called Hot as Hell. It's like extra spicy.
Yeah. They do some amazing food at those vendors. Actually, I think some of my favourite things that I've found is, I mean, it's not very complicated, but it's just a great big Yorkshire pudding with a Sunday dinner inside of it, covered in gravy.
They're very popular.
Oh, I love those. It's like a tradition. I have to have one every year because they're so nice. I mean, the food is expensive, but then everything is expensive when you go to a festival. It's not unique in being expensive for food.
No, it's what I mentioned last time was what's called the festival tax.
But you've got to budget for that. So unless you bring all of your food with you, and eat it from your backpack, which I think is quite a boring way of doing things at a festival, then you're going to spend money on food, and it isn't cheap. But it's well worth the experience. I've had one of the nicest kebabs I've ever had at Download Festival. It was huge, actually. You can also get Chinese food. There's like a Chinese buffet thing that they've got there as well. Some of the food is amazing. Is there anything else that you've enjoyed in the arena?
The Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel, yes.
I'll be honest. No, despite the fact that someone was trying to shake it and make me cag my pants, I really enjoyed going up there and looking out over the fields and the actual arena itself.
Yeah, beautiful.
How much is it?
$5.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you didn't join us, did you? I think you were watching Guns N' Roses, maybe?
Yeah, you probably... I looked like an ant to you, probably, when you were up high.
Yeah, I think I remember going to... it was a couple of years ago now. There was a stall there selling inflatable... it's like... It's not... I want to say a bed, but it's not a bed, because that gives the wrong impression. It's just an inflatable bag that you can lay on. Oh
yeah, that was part of one of your other episodes for your 2018 your blogs that you do for yeah, we mentioned that it looks like a particular body part of a woman when it's been blown up.
Yes, I'd forgotten about that. Yes, mine's in yellow, and I took it to Gran Canaria on holiday and laid on it on the beach. So it was great. It's a perfect festival type of thing, actually, and there's just lots of things that you would never really see anywhere else in the arena. So how do you get to the arena from the campsites?
You walk. No. So from the village, obviously via the new layout, it's what I would say would be south of the village, and it's concrete walking pathway all the way around. And it apparently only takes about 7 minutes from the new layout.
Oh yeah, so the way that we're all familiar with as previous downloaders, it's going to be different, isn't it, from next year?
Yeah, it's completely different. I mean, if you and I weren't doing the RIP experience, I still think we'd have loved it doing the general camping, purely because they have moved the arena within, and I quote, a 7-minute walk to the arena now. So there's literally hardly any sort of walk.
Lee, I think me and you we walked it the opposite way. We walked from the arena to where the new village will be.
We did, yeah.
On the way back. I can't actually remember how long it took, but it probably was around sort of 10 minutes, or we weren't exactly pacing it, but
no. So we had obviously all our stuff on our backs, obviously, and walking from what was the general campsite last year to the car park, which took forever. But
it was a lot more enjoyable than walking through all the mud.
Yeah, from the arena entrance to the tarmac lake. Yeah, I think 10 minutes is a good ballpark of a time limit.
Yeah, it's a fair old walk, as things are, and it's I reckon it's probably half an hour to get from the campsites to the actual stage. So it's good that they've changed all of that, because the arena is huge. I mean, it used to be in the middle of the actual circuit at Donington Racing Circuit.
Yeah.
But it's still a huge area now. So when you go to the arena, when you buy a ticket for download, can everybody have access to the arena?
Yeah. There are different sets of tickets that you can buy, but they all do grant you access to the arena. Whether it be, again, your weekend arena only tickets, you're not camping, but again, the arena's open for you. Your day tickets, your specific day, and your 5 and 3 night camping. As far as I'm aware, there is no, unless you haven't got a ticket, there's no limitations on who can't get in.
There's at least one restricted area, which is VIP access. It's like the VIP bar area.
So the guest area, yeah. So you've got to have a RIP ticket to enjoy the experience of the guest area and obviously the RIP camping.
I always found it a little bit misleading, that though. Maybe it was just my misunderstanding of it. But the RIP guest area, you sort of assume that the bands are going to be hanging out back there, and you know that you're going to meet some interesting people. It's not. It's just people like you and me who have bought tickets and want to pay an extra 50p on every pint.
Well, some people have said they have met some bands and stuff there. Like that's where they'll go. Apparently, that's where they'll go for a drink. Maybe you've just been unlucky and not seen them. But again, from not having any experience at all, yeah, I mean, that's what you'd assume. You'd assume you could bump into someone that's just been on stage, but
yeah, I've never seen it. But the arena is full of surprises. You'll spend most of your time there. And because you've got, like I say, 4 stages, you've got the NXT wrestling as well.
Of course.
You've got basically what you've paid for is a ticket to the arena, no matter what you're doing else at Download. Mm-hmm. You've got so much to see and do there that is where it all happens, really. But it does open and close at set times. I think it's about midday when it opens. Is that right?
So on the Friday,
on Friday.
Yeah, and then 10 a.m. on the Saturday and Sunday.
10 a.m. really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm usually asleep.
You were, yes. I do vaguely remember you saying that you didn't get into the arena till probably about on the Saturday. I think it was about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, because you slept.
I missed Elvana. I really wanted to see Elvana, the Nirvana tribute group fronted by an Elvis impersonator. Which just sounded amazing because I love Nirvana. I'm not a massive fan of Elvis, but I can appreciate the act, and I really wanted to see it, and I'm told it was great. So
Dave, did you see it? Because I know I didn't.
No, I missed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that. But yeah, that's the arena for you. Don't forget, you can ask us questions or give us your viewpoint by sending us a voice message. Go to anchor.fm/festpod and click on message. Tell us your do's and don'ts. Tell us about something we've missed, or just give us your opinion. That's at anchor.fm/festpod and just click on message.